Hey guys, here's the actual version of this video. I accidentally uploaded the unedited clip to this instead, but here's the full video. Hope you guys like it.
What's up guys, and welcome to my new house, but we're going to talk about that later because everything's packed up in boxes and my wife does not want me to show it off beforehand. But I talked about in my last video when I was moving over, I was going to do a video on the moving company and how I make really decent money. I've been doing it since I was in my early 20s, and it is a really great side business, especially if you're young and still willing to work hard, but it is a very hard physical business, but it's amazing money. Basically on advertising this, and as far as I am right now, we're making a two-man crew. We charge $95 an hour for, and we have a 3-hour minimum and a $40 startup fee, so it's $325 for us to show up at all. And a lot of jobs will be more than 3 hours because obviously we're loading and sometimes unloading the trucks, or it's a big truck and it'll take 4 to 5 hours to unload. So you make more money the longer the job is, the harder the job is. It makes it real easy to charge as well. Basically, advertising this is super simple. We are putting flyers out at storage units. We're putting flyers out at the apartment complexes that have offices. So a lot of times the nicer complexes will have an office. They'll usually be connected to a pool area, and you'll go into there and talk to the managers as well there and tell them about your business, hand them a flyer, tell them you help people move in and move out, blah, blah, blah. That's real easy sell, and they will always take your flyer. So we're walking in with business cards and flyers, and I got one of my flyers. We're basically walking in with those two things, and we go to every one of those places. And it seems like, at least in my town, it seems like that wouldn't be very many, but when you search for self-storage places, it's crazy how many of those places exist. And if you put flyers out at all those places saying that you help load and unload trucks, that is the niche, that is the key to this business, is you don't need a truck, you just need labor. You're just renting labor by the hour. You can get plenty of jobs doing it just that way, but there's also another way of getting business, and that's movinghelp.com. I was part of that forever. Not doing anywhere near as much anymore, so we were not really on it anymore. I canceled all that. But basically, you sign up. It's owned by U-Haul in some way, but they sell it with U-Haul. So when someone reserves a truck online, they'll see that there is a spot on there to be able to reserve labor, and you can get labor, and then you'll be listed as one of the people that provide labor if they show up in your zip code area or your radius. You also can set up a radius. It's a really nice website. And you can also knock out your calendar to exactly what dates you are available and what dates you are not available. You can block out. So that's still handy, but it's an extra step versus someone calling you from your flyer. You definitely want them calling you from your flyer. It's much better. And that website, I think it takes 15% of whatever you do. So, it's knocking off the top 15%. So that's always kind of but they're doing a bunch of advertising for you. So at the end of the day, why not sign up for them as well? And you can always up your price a little bit on their website to make up for that 15% if you want to. I always was the same all the way across the board if someone called. But after you do a couple jobs, it's crazy the repeat business that we get. To this day, we don't advertise that business at all. And if someone calls, I'll still do a job. If it's nothing crazy and it's a normal type of job and they're nice on the phone, I'll still do the job. But it's crazy how many repeat customers we are, to this day, still getting without advertising at all. But in the beginning, you're gonna have to advertise a little bit, but the advertisement's super cheap. You're literally gonna print flyers, get business cards made through Vistaprint, and just go out and do your run. We did our run and you can map this out on Google on all the apartment complexes, or if you're familiar with town, you'll know where they are. The nicer apartment complexes with offices, and every storage place that also has an office. One I forgot to mention is go to truck rentals as well and put out your flyers. U-Haul is technically not supposed to let you put it out because they have this moving help program, but most of the managers don't actually know that, and you can put it out, but you guys go put it out at Penske, Budget Truck, any rental truck company that's in your town, put out flyers at, including pods as well, because people need help loading and unloading pods. You're going to want to run to all those, hand out flyers, talk to managers, And you can do it in one day in a regular sized town easily. And you want to do it in the beginning about every quarter. So you want to do it 4 times a year. After you do it for a year, you're going to want to do it about 2 times a year. You want to be familiar with them. Whenever you do a job and you're in an apartment complex, always, obviously, when you finish a job, hand your business card to the people. I always love the magnets. We always got some magnets from Vistaprint, and we would do the little funny thing of, oh, hey, I hope you guys really like this. I'm going to go ahead and put my magnet on the refrigerator for next time, ha, ha, ha. And then put your magnet on the side of the refrigerator, not the front, and it will stick around. They'll tell their friends and they'll remember you. So definitely use that little trick. It was always one of those magnets paid for themselves easily, and it's a good way to like get a magnet on the side of the fridge and still be friendly about it. But besides that, whenever you leave, go talk to the managers at either the storage place you're working at or the apartment you're working at, and tell them that you moved someone and you really appreciate them referring them. Whether they referred them or not, they can wonder if they referred them, or they can think maybe they told me they referred me. Hand them a card and say thank you, and make sure they recognize you. The more jobs you do at that apartment complex, the more times they're going to see you, more times you're going to thank them, and eventually you'll be imprinted on their brain. And when someone goes to move in or move out and they need some help and someone asks, you'll be in. We had a couple apartment complexes actually put us in their welcome little brochure that they would always hand people when they first checked in. We would literally be, our full flyer would be in that, and they would call us all the time telling us they need another 50 because they're printing up some more welcome brochures and they need to put ours in there with them. It's crazy, but like, you know, after you build a relationship with people, it's crazy how easily you can start being that person that's on their mind, especially thanking them. When you thank someone, it's crazy how far that will go. You will be part of their brain when they think about someone that needs help moving into their apartment or their storage facility. And it's one of those, you think it wouldn't happen very often. It happens all the time. People move in from out of town and they need help just unloading the truck because they know no one in the town they're moving to. Or we live in a college town and parents are sending their kids from across country, and they get here and the kid's job is to find someone to help them unload the truck when they get there. And the first person they get to talk to is usually the apartment guy that they're renting from. And guess what? They're going to recommend. They're going to have your cards, they're going to have your flyers, and you're going to get the job. And eventually you'll move on to houses. Houses pay a lot more. And cross country pays a crazy amount more because you're doing so many hours. You're charging by the mile. There's all kinds of different ways to charge for that. But definitely in the beginning, the main one is to pick off the little tiny jobs that the huge companies don't want to really fight for. And that's these smaller jobs. And you can make plenty of side income. And it's nice for people to have regular jobs and you're working a regular 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. A lot of moving happens on the weekend because people tend to move on the weekend because they're off of work. So it's one of those, you're off on the weekend so you can set your schedule. If you want to make extra money on the weekend, you can book a job in the morning and a job at the end of the day if they're 2 small jobs, or book one big job if it seems like a larger job for the rest of the day. If it's especially if it's moving from one side of town to the other, you're loading and unloading, that can be a lot of hours, which equals a lot of dollars. The other thing you're going to need is someone to help you. I do not recommend trying, even though movinghelp.com, you'll see there's a spot where you can just be a single mover to help people unload their truck. That's a nightmare. You don't really want your customer to be helping you. It's a good way to get hurt. You want to have a partner. I do this with my brother. And so I literally call him. When anyone calls me, I call him. I'll see if he's available for the day they're looking for. If he is, we'll book the job if I'm available as well. Before, we used to always keep our schedule open because it was great money, but he's moved on to a carpet cleaning business. He's doing well for himself, and I'm doing other things as well. But this was a great opportunity for when I was younger in my 20s, and it was just like amazing money for a guy that barely, graduated from high school. So great money, making $50 an hour per person, and you usually get tipped. So it's another one too. Sometimes you won't get tips at all. Sometimes you'll get $100. Sometimes you'll get $40 a person. It just depends on the person that you're working for and how they feel about tipping. But guys, if you have any questions about this business, let me know. I will answer anything. It was definitely a really godsend when I was younger, as far as like I couldn't figure out a way to make money, and I stumbled across this business, and it all of a sudden became just a great way to bring in some money on the side. And then I also got into the appliance thing, and that's kind of more lucrative than the move-in business, but it's one of those you can also just do as a sideline business. But any questions, put them down below. Please like, please subscribe, and we'll see y'all next time.
Alright guys, thanks for watching, and please like, it really helps the channel. And if you want to subscribe, because I'm having a lot more of these videos coming out, click right here. I also have a playlist of all the washer and dryer, how to start in this business type videos that I made, and it is right here. Thanks for watching, guys.